Welcome to Finding Your Worth From Within, the podcast where I'm going to be helping you up-level your life, find your true self, and ignite the best version of you. I'm your host, Sana, your go-to self-worth mentor, facilitating hundreds of women to unlock your self-belief, master your emotions, and take back control of negative thoughts. We're going to be covering everything self-worth for South Asian women, how to ditch your self-doubt, kick other people's judgment to the curb, and learn how to finally use your voice clearly and with confidence. With the practical tools and spiritual teachings that I give you in this podcast, don't be surprised when this magic begins to massively elevate your life. So whether you're going for a walk, driving home, or listening with a cup of coffee, let's get stuck in. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the podcast. I am so happy to have you here. Oh my goodness, this last month has been absolutely manic. And this week's episode, I want it to be a real lesson for you, because I have had madness and chaos in the last month. And what I've been through, I want you to take it and learn a lesson from it so that you don't have to go through it over the next 4 weeks, 6 weeks, summer period, whatever you want to call it, right? So like I said, over the last month, I have been really busy. I've been on 2 holidays, which is going to be a separate podcast in itself, dealing with whether guilt comes up for you going on holiday, whether you feel worthy, all of that kind of thing. One was a girls' trip, so the mom guilt too. That's going to be a separate pod. But for this week, we are going to focus on the lessons from my month that I want to share with you. So like I said, the last month I've been busy with 2 holidays. I've kicked off my 2-week intensive with my group, which I'm absolutely loving at the moment. We have had end of term sports events, awards nights, you know the drill when the kids are at school. The last few weeks of term are always really busy. Over on Insta, if you follow me, you will have seen that we have announced that I am actually one of the facilitators for an incredible 4-night retreat in Ibiza at the Six Senses Hotel. This is the Ibiza immersion, but again, there is more coming on that on a future podcast. I've got so much lined up for you, I promise you. So as you can see, the last month has been very, very manic, doing all of that in and my usual gym, walk, etc. Now, with the busy personal life, with all of the things going on in the business, you can imagine it's really difficult to keep on top of your routine. I just mentioned the gym and the walking and all of that. It is very difficult to keep on top of all of the things that you know are good for you, right? Because I have a morning routine and I encourage every single client, every single person that I come across to have a morning routine. Now, it can be whatever works for you. It can be whatever fits for you, but you just need something that works for you, that helps you just bring in calm to your body, bring in focus and clarity for you before you start the day. And the way I always speak about a morning routine is, imagine when you're at home, say you've spent the day at home, and at the end of the day, you're like, I haven't actually got much to show you for the day. Like someone would walk in and be like, oh, what have you done today? But all you've done all day is tidy the house, clean, dust, hoover, laundry, all of those types of things. But if someone was to walk in, they'd be like, what have you done all day, right? But if you didn't do any of those things, your house would look a mess. So that's how I always describe a morning routine to people, that when you do it, you're questioning is this even doing anything? Is this working? Is this right? But when you don't do it, then you see the mess, the internal mess come out to play. So I'm going to give you that example. The last month, like I said, it's been amazing. I've had fun. I'm always about going with the flow, but I do love structure too. I love the structure that my morning routine gives me. So to give you an idea, I normally go work out 3 times a week, and I try very hard to do these before the school run. Doesn't always happen though, right? Sometimes I'm working late the night before, sometimes I just oversleep, whatever it is. I try very hard for these 3 workouts to be first thing in the morning before the kids go to school. Once I've done that, those 3 workouts, I drop the kids off at school, go for a morning walk. Now, my morning walk is one of my favorite parts of the day, because not only do I get out in nature, but I get in my steps, which I love. I whack in a podcast. Sometimes it's a podcast, sometimes it's a training, sometimes it's high upbeat music. Sometimes I'm phoning someone to catch up with them. I just love my morning walk. But also, before I do that, I drop the kids off, park up in the local park, and I will do the things that are non-negotiable for me. So that is, I cleanse my negative thoughts. So I remove my negative thoughts from that day and the day before, whether I know of them, whether I don't. So whether it's intentional, subconscious, conscious, negative thoughts, whatever it is, I remove them. I do self-Reiki for around 10 to 15 minutes, and I clear and cleanse my energy. Whilst I'm doing that, and I clear and cleanse it through tuning into my own energy field and kind of unblocking my chakras and those things, after I do that, I do my visualization of my future life, which is actually very much becoming my actual life now. So that's really, really exciting. And then I finish off with some breath work. And it's about 10 minutes of breath work. And I love, love, love my breath holds. So those things are my non-negotiables, and I don't actually get back to my desk and start working until 10 o'clock in the morning. So some days, the days that I get up in the morning to go to the gym, I can be up from about 6 in the morning, but not actually start working till 10, because coming back, dropping the kids and doing all the mumsy stuff, and then doing all of my stuff, once I sit down at my desk at 10, I am ready to go. But like I said, this last month, there's been lots of different things happening, and this routine hasn't been something that I've been able to stick to as much as I like. And boy, have I noticed a difference. We've just got back off holiday this week, and the negative thoughts that I've had coming in over the last week or so have been really funny, especially since I've been back, because they're popping up, and now because I'm so used to them not being there, because I'm so used to clearing them, they feel really alien, so they will suck me in, and I'm like, this is not me. This is not how I work. These are not the thoughts that I entertain. This is not the spiral that I'm going through. Okay, cool. And I've noticed as well that I'm snapping at the kids a little bit more. Oh my God, the boy loves to push my buttons. He's 12 years old, and boy, does he push those buttons. He's like just a growing teenager going into year 8, and I'm gritting my teeth, like just trying so desperately not to shout at him. And I'm like, okay, Emin, this is not you, because I normally deal with this so much more patiently, right? I know it's because I have not been structured with my morning routine. So since I've got back the last few days, I have really just knuckled down. I spent a good half an hour to an hour the other night clearing myself, cleansing myself, spending some time to myself, meditating, doing everything that I know is needed for me to be my usual self, to get back to myself, like a reset. I had like a big reset. And since then, I feel like I can breathe. It's like a breath of fresh air, because don't get me wrong, I loved all the things I've been doing, and I loved going on holiday. And who doesn't love the sun, the sea, all of that? But at the base of it, at the root of it, I need my routine. I need my, not even the routine of the morning. I need those things, them non-negotiables, because they're what keeps me grounded. They are what keep me central and clear. Those are what keeps me focused and balanced. And it is so important for you to know what keeps you focused and balanced. It is so important for you to have those things in your toolbox as a daily thing to go to in order to keep yourself at a really good set point. Now, yours don't have to be exactly the same as mine. Like I said, I do self-Reiki, I do meditate, I visualize, I use breath work, walking, gym. Movement is huge for me. So even on holiday, I love the holiday we've just been on, because, we were playing paddle, we were playing in the pool. I love to rest and reset, don't get me wrong, but movement is huge for me. So whether it's a walk, whether it's gym, whatever it is, I need to get those things in. So I really, really want you to focus on and reflect on what are your non-negotiables. They don't have to be the same as mine, but you need those tools in your toolbox in order to keep yourself maintained at the balanced level that you're used to. Now, don't get me wrong, these tools and techniques are amazing, but until you do like the deeper work, it's not going to remove any anxiety or overwhelm or anything like that. So once you've done the deeper work, once you've removed the negative beliefs and the things that are holding you back, all the judgment, the people pleasing, all of that kind of nonsense and the lack of self-belief, then put this routine in place, oh my God, you're going to be on fire. If you put this routine on place and your non-negotiables on place on top of not working on those beliefs, like if you put them on top of those crappy beliefs that you're holding on to, those lack of confidence, not feeling worthy, if you put those non-negotiables on top of that, yes, it's going to work for a little while. Yes, it's going to work at a surface level, but it's not truly going to bring you back into alignment. So what I really want for you, my intention for you through this podcast today is for you to write a list of what works for you. Go and test it if you don't know. Is it a walk out in nature? Is it going to the gym? Is it a badminton session? Is it a gym class? Or is it dance? Is it Zumba? What is it? Is it movement? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's tapping. Maybe it's breath work. Go and find what works for you and make those your non-negotiables so that you can come back to yourself. Because trust me, if you're like me and if you've got kids over the summer and if you've got everything going on and your routine's gone out the window, you are going to need these things to come back to. You are going to need these things to bring you peace and bring you back into your center. That is all for today. I really wanted to bring this to your attention so that you can just use this as a reminder today to be like, oh my God, yeah, I need to do my shit. I need to put me first, even if it's half an hour, whether it's an hour, half an hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you need to clear your mind, to make you feel good. Make sure you do that and carve out that time for yourself. I hope you enjoyed listening. As always, remember to like and share. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Finding Your Worth from Within. If today's message resonated with you, it would mean the world to me if you could follow, rate, and leave a review. Sharing the podcast with someone that you feel may benefit is the best way to help it grow and spread this important message. To stay connected between episodes, come hang out with me on Instagram @Mentoring. Can't wait to see you there.